Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. And we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Ibrahimovic. He won't be happy with that one. Yaya Toure. He's a sharp little ball here. Now he's off and running. He could be in here. Gullit. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gerrard. Gerrard. Gerrard! Oh, split-second reaction.
Gerrard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Tries a shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there.
It's Ibrahimovic! Off the post! Cleared without complication. Lovely pass, but can he... Ibrahimovic! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Lahm plays it short. Look at the space. Solid goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. And he's well positioned here. Yaya Toure. Hoeneß. Great vision. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Lahm. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That is a brilliant interception. And here's the chance to counter. Hoeneß. Hoeneß cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. Nesta cannot be beaten that easily. Gerrard. Yaya Toure. Looks to the other side. Roberto Carlos. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Nedved charging forward, the ball at his feet. It's Nedved! Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, well played.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Now then, the ball's come loose. Ernest.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And now the breakaway. Pull it. Gerrard. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Ernest. He's beaten the... and the shot! Oh, it's come loose. So what can they make of this? Now it's Eto'o. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a shade optimistic. Vieira. Ernest. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're underway again.
Botafogo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Racing over the bar.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Araujo, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That's been intercepted. And he's had a hit! They want to be quick to recover this. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Hullet. Ibrahimovic. Shoots! Nedved! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Borussia Dortmund really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So, third corner of the game.
Camisa 22, camisa 19, camisa 5, camisa
And it's been
20,
taken short.
camisa 24.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Camisa 8. Camisa
Now it's
11.
Bullet.
Camisa 10. Camisa
Rafael Leao
18.
picks it up out wide.
Camisa 9.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Nedved. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Rafael Leao. He has found the way through. Botafogo still chasing a one-goal deficit here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rafael Leao. Now it's Hazard. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Big chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Lahm being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long.
Great chance! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
Terrific header! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Into the lead once more. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Maldini. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Eto'o. Can he get on the end of this? Cristiano Ronaldo! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Can he finish? Oh, it rattles the bar. Goal! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Teremos uma substituição.
So there's going to be another change here. Botafogo get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Knocks it into space. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Good read, needed to be.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, shooting chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Botafogo are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Lahm. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gattuso, who does have an assist to his name. And this is Ronaldo. Now can he find a finish? And the shot!
Borussia Dortmund nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Nesta. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. And he's managed to get free. Cruyff. Back towards the middle. And Araujo. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's found a way. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Gives it back. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
2 up and very... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Botafogo were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Botafogo desperately
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Ernest. No, it's come to nothing. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great, and a chance! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Roberto Carlos. Decent progress down the left. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Crossing. Oh, what a climb! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Bellingham. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's had it nicked away. Seedorf. Can he get it through? Borussia Dortmund look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now there's a fine ball. That's very neat. Crosses. Up he goes! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Lahm with the short one. Backward it goes. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ball's played through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bergomi gets a foot in and wins the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Now Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Hoeneß. And this is Ibrahimovic. Seedorf. Oh, he's bustling through here. Big chance! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Botafogo heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Hoeneß. Vieira. Roberto Carlos. Oh, smashing header! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Oh, Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
And he's intervened well there. Seedorf threads one in. Defending was strong, and Hoeneß! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting again in a trice, and they are soaring. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's run loose here. Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. And here's Mbappe, looking for options for movement. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Botafogo will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up.
Substituição em andamento.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Gerrard. And it's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Vieira. Hoeneß. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hoeneß. It's cause for mild irritation. Aimed beyond the defence. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Bellingham. And it's Ibrahimovic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Over to the left. That's tidy. Seedorf. That has been slung wide. Botafogo have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
It's their second corner of the game.
Camisa 24, camisa 20, camisa 19, camisa 22. Deixando
Keeper's dealt with that.
Camisa
Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Camisa 15.
Showing good feet.
Substituição.
And it's going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Lahm goes short. Oh, that's nice. And he's whipped. He's got tall. He's got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And again. It's a goal. It is no contest. It is a landslide. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's become a case of men against boys. Tries to play it through. That is a crunching tackle. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Rooney. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gullit. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Araujo cuts out the pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Roberto Carlos being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Nice control. And he lines up, he rises! No joy, but a decent try.
Substituição.
Borussia Dortmund are making a change now. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Bale. Chance to deliver. And it's hoisted clear. They've played it short. Bale. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... He's tried one! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Borussia Dortmund certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. And here's Roberto Carlos. This could be their final throw of the dice. Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Azar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a little off target. Oh, they could break here.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
And the number on the board is 3. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Drives it in. Oh, well played. That's really well cleared. And that's that. Botafogo, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly, and the shots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Tries to pass it through. Seedorf. Oh, good-looking ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement. Seedorf.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Mbappe. Shot, surely! Nedved. Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. Good read, needed to be. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chooses to go cross-field. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Hullet. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Mbappe. Clipped into space. Roberto Carlos. Nedved running with the ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nicely shaped ball. Can he get onto this? Now it's Roberto Carlos. Tries to get it clear. He's on it. Can he get away? Can he finish? Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Botafogo looking to pass their way through. He slings it in. And he's there to clear it. Ball's gone out of play. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Lahm plays it in. Bergomi getting this one clear. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that goes for a shot! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Vieira. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a promising position. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
So it's going to be another corner. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Bergomi gets over and intercepts.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Hernes. Ferdinand. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Botafogo really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Botafogo head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're off again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And it's Gerrard. He's had a shot! And he's managed to get rid. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. Hernes. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Lovely feet. Hernes! Oh, taken with style. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was a given. It always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Gerrard is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. Decent chance! He scores! Right back in the game! This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Yaya Toure. Nedved. Lahm being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. It's Nedved! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Borussia Dortmund get their fourth corner.
Camisa 20, camisa 19, camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 9, camisa 18.
Oh, smashing header!
Camisa 11,
That should get the job done. And he's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Suarez. Bullet! They just took too long getting forward.
Bullet simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see.
And the finish! Not going up front in a hurry. This is having a shot! Gerrard has found the net here, of course. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Gullit. Luis Suarez. Shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Substituição em andamento.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. De Jong gets into a good position. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Gerrard. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that could come back to haunt them.
Gerrard was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. And here's Roberto Carlos. It's a threatening ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Nedved. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! And that could have brought them level.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Corner count is rising. That's 6.
Teremos uma substituição.
Roberto Carlos goes short. Played in deep. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bergomi. Now it's Bellingham. It's a good-looking delivery. And he's taking no chances there. Luis Suarez. He is through here! Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there. The final 5 minutes. Eto'o is onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Tries to play it through. Chance for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Botafogo have their third corner. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Driving on and making good progress. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's nice. That's a good run down the left. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's neat. And it's Vieira. That's good running with the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's been slipped through. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's a performance you can't really complain about, both in terms of inspiration and industry. It was a hard-working win, but when necessary...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And now the breakaway. Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hernes. That pass isn't the best. Bergomi makes the interception. Nicked it back promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you.
He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Hernes plays it short. Shot at goal! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And here's Mbappe. Nedved driving forwards. That's the throw. Yaya Toure. Oh, good take in a good area. Has a look and place it forward.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Araujo very much a man of this moment. Borussia Dortmund look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Ibrahimovic. That's Vieira. Maldini. Maldini going full steam ahead down the left flank. He has a look up. Roberto Carlos. The cross comes in. And that should get the job done. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Yaya Toure. And they can counter here. And it's Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos. And here's Mbappe. He's tried one! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shot could be on. Oh, look at... And a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hoeneß clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Seedorf. So what can they make of this? And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos made a surge from full... And he shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Roberto Carlos. It's a promising position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run. Looking to go deep. It's a goal kick. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Now, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos ver no telão uma apresentação especial dos nossos artistas convidados de hoje.
And that's the second half started.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's run... Oh, and he's following up! Bullets! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Seedorf. Shot a goal! Now who's going to be first to this? Now there's a fine ball. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's straight offside. Lahm. Now Hoeneß. Hoeneß going face-to-face with his great rival. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's being urged to shoot. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Botafogo can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Roberto Carlos under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow the...
And the finish! Goal! Botafogo! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Borussia Dortmund really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Bale. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Nedved. Botafogo do have options available. Great chance! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Vai ser substituído
So the lead
pelo
now
jogador,
is 2.
camisa
This is
15.
wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's a little off target. Cruyff puts his foot on the gas, and it's Bale. Tries to play it through. There's the shot! And the... Oh, taken with style! Bergomi. Nedved. Nice physical challenge. Gattuso really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
In with the challenge. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now, can they get him away? Nice interception, well timed. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pele, can he get it through? Lahm carries the ball down the right. Gattuso. Roberto Carlos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Roberto Carlos. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira. Nicely aimed pass. Nedved. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Lahm.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Minutos de acréscimo.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, Red, nice interception.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Nedved. Oh, that's fabulous. Gattuso. Now it's Nedved. Climbs up big! They've scored! Drama at the death! Is there... And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Luis Suarez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now he's off and running. Now that's well seen too.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Ibrahimovic. Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos could try. Big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Botafogo with the corner, there first. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Ball looks a good one. And this is Messi. Mbappe is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Oh, he's taken it. And here's Ibrahimovic. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe! Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. But that has not gone well. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And they can counter here. Bergomi. And it's Seedorf. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Mbappe. Seedorf. Shot at goal! Goal! Botafogo! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Botafogo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Messi wins the duel this time.
Botafogo really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Roberto Carlos. It's a pretty loose pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nedved. Nedved charging forward, the ball at his feet. That is lovely. And it's Gerrard. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That is good alertness. Nedved kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Looking for the run. Mbappe.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Nedved! Now that is commitment to the cause. This possibly the last play of the half. And it's been taken short. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Botafogo have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And the action is back on the way. Botafogo carrying a one-goal lead. And it's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Chance here to counter. Hernes. Nedved. Defending was strong and firm. He's through here. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. There's the shot! And he hits the net. Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Roberto Carlos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Roberto Carlos under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Showing good feet. Opts to play it back. Ferdinand. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Chance for a shot! Oh, nice touch. Oh, well played. Messi could move up a gear here. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vieira. Salam. Can he get it through? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Mbappe. He's chance! Closing in on goal. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Played in, big header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Camisa 20, camisa 19.
Roberto Carlos.
22.
Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Camisa 10. Camisa 18.
Stopped in here for strength in numbers.
21.
Ronaldinho.
Camisa 15.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bellingham. Great vision. Oh, cracking ball. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Botafogo! And they're back in front. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Botafogo take the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Vieira. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham. Bale. Can he finish? He would have been quick. Oh, he's been caught. That's another chance. Oh, that's an own goal.
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect.
Gets his head on it! No mistake! Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And beyond the defence, Araujo. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Cruyff. Good read, needed to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's played it back. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Pullet plays it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And he's gone looking for safety. Yaya Toure. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there goes the final whistle. Botafogo proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere. And I think football won this time.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom.